Thank you very much. Well, it's wonderful to be back. Thank you very much. You know, Martin Luther King said that the time is always right to do what is right. And I'm here in South Carolina because this is the right time to share with you, to make sure that we know that I have the confidence and that Barack Obama can be, will be, and should be the next president of the United States. Four years ago, I began my own presidential campaign here in Charleston at Patriots Point. And I committed myself then to fight for a new era of concern for community and not division. And when the campaign ended almost 1,000 miles away in Boston, I congratulated President Bush. But I also warned him of the danger of division in our country and of the desperate need for unity, of finding the common ground and of coming together. I dared to hope publicly at that moment that the healing would begin then. It didn't, but it will begin when Barack Obama is president. There are other candidates in this race with whom I have worked and who I respect. They're terrific public servants, and each of them could be president tomorrow, and each would fight to take this country in the right direction. But I believe that more than anyone else, Barack Obama can help our country turn the page and get America moving by uniting and ending the division that we have faced. He has a superb talent, as all of you know, to communicate the best of our hopes and aspirations for America and for the world. And that is why Barack Obama has the greatest potential to lead a transformation, not just a transition. He knows that real change only comes when millions of Americans join together and come together in a movement that demands it, when they're united in common cause and to speak out so loudly that Washington has absolutely no choice but to listen. That's not just the way to win an election. That is the only way to change a nation. He understands that we have to force the politicians to feel your power, and I am here because it is Barack Obama who, in a unique way, brings the lessons of the neighborhood, the lessons of the legislature, and the lessons of his own life to that awesome challenge. And my friends, those lessons made him a candidate to bring change to our country, and they're the same lessons that he will take to the Oval Office every day to fight for you as President of the United States. Now, I was proud to help introduce Barack to the nation when I asked him to speak to our national convention in 2004. Obviously, Barack did all the heavy lifting. But like millions of Americans, Teresa and I were stirred by the way that he eloquently reminded us of the fact that our true genius is faith in simple dreams and insistence on small miracles. And we were, all of us, moved by the power with which he shattered the shallow stereotype, reminding people all across America, in the red states and the blue states, we also worship an awesome God. That was his message. So I ask you at this moment in America, and I emphasize the importance of this moment, who better than Barack Obama to call us to responsibility for children who are abandoned in cities and rural communities? Who better than Barack Obama to remind all Americans how much difference it makes to get an open door to a good school? Who better than Barack Obama to bring millions of disaffected young people back to the great task of governing our country and of making a difference, child to child, community to community. Who better than Barack Obama to bring new credibility to America's role in the world and help restore our moral authority? Who better than Barack Obama to turn a new page in American politics so that Democrat, Independent, and Republican alike can look to leadership that unites to find the common ground? That's what this is about. Mile by mile of the long march of this campaign, the cynics have questioned whether this young leader from Illinois is ready. But you know what? The cynics may have spoken, but it's the people who will decide. And it's the people who can prove that the doubters are wrong, and the people can enlist thousands more in a movement for change to restore our faith in our government at home and restore our reputation in the world. In just a few days, right here in South Carolina, you get to do your part to make history and make Barack Obama president of the United States. Probably don't have to come to Charleston, but Charleston's a good place to remind people that since the birth of our nation, change has been won by young presidents and young leaders who've shown that experience is not defined by time in Washington or years in office. It's defined by wisdom and instinct and vision. And today, we still draw on the truths that we believe to be self-evident. But how easy it is to forget that Thomas Jefferson was just 33 when he wrote them into the Declaration of Independence. How easy it is to forget that Martin Luther King was just 26 when he led the Montgomery bus boycott. And how easy to forget that he was just 34 when he inspired America with a dream, a powerful dream. My friends, when we choose a president, we are electing judgment and character, not years on this earth. And it is the moral compass that I see and I believe you see in Barack Obama that gives me confidence he will steer our country in the right direction. He was, after all, right about the war in Iraq from the beginning. It's time for South Carolina and our country to take stock of Barack Obama, and that's what they're doing. To understand the strength of a man who grew up without a father, whose mother and whose grandparents couldn't give him money or privilege, but gave him passion and purpose, value and vision. Measure the character of a young man who graduated from an Ivy League college and could have gone anywhere, but chose the streets of Chicago as a community organizer, going door to door and bringing hope, burning it a little brighter for the people who'd seen the steel mills shut and the jobs disappear. Measure the character of the first African-American president of the Harvard Law Review, who could have found fame and fortune on Wall Street or in a high-priced law firm, but who instead chose cause and commitment as a civil rights lawyer, giving voice to the voiceless. Measure the character of that young lawyer who chose public service over private gain and went to the legislature, where he fought the old divisions and brought people together in order to put money in the pockets of working poor families, put early childhood education ahead of giveaways for the elected and for the connected. And then he brought Democrats and Republicans together to stand up for civil rights and civil liberties. Measure the character of a United States senator who passed landmark ethics reform to restore faith in government and who stood up to the bureaucrats and got the Illinois veterans the disability pay that they were promised and traveled to the end of the earth to work to end the genocide in Darfur. That is the measure of true character.